West Lincoln was based on a story that happened in Diamond Hill. It was about a kid, and I won't mention his name, but liked by everybody, you know, his peers, his teachers. He just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, he became a victim of a fatal shooting. And then it just evolved from there and escalated to the next level, that the two neighborhoods were just battling it out. This was a tragedy that resonated with me up until now, and I was young at the time, but I'll never forget how devastating it was for everybody in the community.
I witnessed a lot of violence, had a lot of friends that were involved in gangs, were more or less acquaintances, let's say, that were involved in gangs and made bad decisions, you know, and then ultimately they paid the price for it. You know, some of them aren't here with us today, and some of them are in and out of prison. Some of them are still even in prison.
Well, it sounded interesting right off the bat. You know, it starts off in 1987. These group of kids in this family, they're, you know, young, maybe 10, 11 years old. You know, this close family, they come together for family events. Those kids grow up, teenager years, start getting involved into the wrong stuff.
Growing up in the late 70s, early 80s, gangs, just seeing a lot of the negative impact that drugs, the violence had on individuals, it made me want different.
For example, Miguel, who is continuously using inhalants. Some people don't understand why they do this, but it's basically a cheap high.
What the f did I tell you about that sniffing,
hey,
huh?
Man, you used to.
Yeah, I quit. You want to get your ass put away? Huh?
You have Mingo, who's a leader, who has goals in life, but he's faced with these hurdles and obstacles in the neighborhood that won't allow him to achieve what he wants to in life.
He's your everyday guy. He's real straight-headed. You know, he's got a real good head on his shoulders, but he's just been involved with the wrong crowd, got into the wrong thing. And because of that, certain people he's close to look up to him for the wrong reasons. So he just kind of stays stuck into that, you know?
I knew that there was something else besides Fort Worth, besides our little neighborhood of Diamond Hill.
But because of Melissa, his girlfriend, who is an inspiration, plays a vital role in his life. And it's all about making the right choices.
Never ends, Mingo. Never.
Johnny was just a little boy when he lived in Lincoln Heights. He and Josh were friends in the beginning. They were just kids. But it was just unfortunate that Johnny moved to West Lincoln, which is a rival of Lincoln Heights. Josh's character is the aspiring boxer, the all-American kid. His situation is a sad case due to the fact that he is the victim of a fatal shooting. But it's what transpired after his death. It's how his family pulls together in a time of crisis. But more importantly, it's how this tragedy changed Mingo in a positive way.
The director, Anthony Marquez, who is my cousin, wanted the Latin breed music on there as well, so this is how all this came about. And some of the scenes you'll see where they're singing Happy Birthday, and it's all about family, Las Mañanitas. It's sung at birthdays and on Mother's Day. The music plays a big part because in any movie, you've got to have music.
Oh, I love this song. Linda, put it louder. As I waited for you there.
3 of the songs are actually recordings of the Latin breed that were done previously. Ay mujer, todos dicen.
Todos dicen que eres mala. Que te vieron en los brazos de un amigo.
They're classics of the Latin breed that we're re-recording for the soundtrack. And then there's another tune that is Las Nubes, which was recorded originally by Little Joe y La Familia. They call it the national anthem of Tejano music. Our music is jazz influenced with blues. It's the progressions in the rhythm section, the chord progressions, along with the horns. Make Latin breed what it is. It's a unique sound. You know, it's often been imitated, but really never duplicated.
It touches on the gang members itself, because we see gang members and they're labeled, but we really don't get to know them. Getting to know them, you understand that there's more to them than just, you know, gang banging.
The Sears Tower in Chicago.
And how tall is that?
It's 1,450 feet.
Damn!
They do have a goal in life. It's just complicated. When they're home, they're in a different environment, a good environment, you know, respectful. You can feel the love and the closeness of the family. But it's when they leave the house that everything just, you know, changes. I guess it's unpredictable as to what's going to happen out there.